Well, farm shows are certainly a great opportunity for networking and, of course, investigating some of the new technologies that are available. It's also a great chance to catch up with farmers and talk about the ongoing growing season. We are joined by Craig Carter. He is with AgriGold. And Craig, of course, you guys were at Farm Progress Show. Now you're at Husker Harvest Days. Tell us what you're hearing from folks.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Janet. Yeah, we're headed to Farm Science Review next week in Ohio, too, so it's kind of that time of year. And, so far just a lot of optimism, I think probably in general excitement just to get into the fields and kind of see what's out there. I think growers in most of the Midwest are going to have some pretty good crops. I think the Eastern Corn Belt was affected a little bit more by the rain early on, but in general, growers are excited to be here, kind of a calm before the storm maybe, because a lot of guys are going to leave these farm shows and really head into the field's pretty heavy here in the next month. So.
And something you mentioned before we got started here was the genetic diversity and how a year like this really brings that up to the forefront.
Yeah, it really does. I think there's some years when yields are really good all across the board, there's kind of a sense of parity when it comes to performance in seed corn genetics. And this is probably not going to be one of those years. We've seen a lot of things that would affect yield between a lot of rain early on, some things that led to nitrogen loss, plant health issues. Those things are going to start to show themselves this time of year. And when guys get into the field, they're going to see that in their combine yield monitors pretty quickly. And so, it's maybe never a more important time or a more important year to have genetic diversity out in your field, and that's one of the things that AgriGold really prides itself on too, and actually kind of a good visual here behind us of that. Just as growers get into the field, they're going to see a lot of differences, and it's important no matter what the year is to have some diversity in their lineup, and we're excited we can offer that.
Craig, thank you very much. Again, talking with Craig Carter. He is with AgriGold, just one of the companies on hand at Husker Harvest Days. And, of course, talking about the growing season and some of the things that they're seeing out in the fields this year. Stop by, of course, and say hello. On the road in Nebraska, I'm Janet Adkison, RFD-TV News.